Okay. 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 I needed to go back and play the four job Fiesta again because I didn't finish my last one in 20. Mainly because it was almost the exact same team that I had for my first Fiesta, except stronger. It was Chemist instead of Dancer. And I was just kind of like, oh, this will be really easy to beat Fiesta, and I just kind of started doing other stuff. Uh, I have not streamed since then, but I wanted to stream the Fiesta again. This is a special event. I wanted to stream this. It'll probably take a few weeks of weekends, and then we'll see where things go from there. The reason I'm playing Final Fantasy V is it's my favorite of the mainline Final Fantasy games. And there are reasons for that that lay outside of the bounds of the game. And I am specifically referring to this event, the Four Job Fiesta, in which I participate. Well, not every year, but I participate. And I sincerely think that because of this event specifically, Final Fantasy V, the game, has done so much good for the world. I mean, I'd have to go back and look at like other charity events that like have had a Final Fantasy V on them and see like how much they raise compared to how much Final Fantasy Fiesta raises. But the four job Fiesta has caused Final Fantasy to do a lot of good for the world. In the past, they've supported awesome organizations like the Trevor Project, which provides crisis and other services to LGBTQIA plus youth. They've benefited the Palestine Children's Relief Fund, which helps provide medical treatment and other kinds of treatment for children who have been impacted um, in Gaza. This year, the Four Job Fiesta is benefiting Trans Lifeline. And this one is a little close to home, so this is why I wanted to stream this one. Trans Lifeline is an organization that provides. They're mainly known for their crisis hotline that they provide for, I believe, the United States and Canada. It is an organization run for trans people, um, trans and non-binary people, by trans and non-binary people, everyone who falls under the sort of uh, trans umbrella, as it were, which understands the needs of trans people in crisis uh, and does everything that they can. This is a really important cause to me because, of course, things are very hard for transgender people in areas where they operate right now, in the United States in particular. And on top of LGBTQIA plus people being impacted by a lot of things that are going on, a lot of attempts to spread hate. Uh, People in the community of color are heavily impacted, so much more by that, by everything that's going on. So I wanted to show you in December of last year, the Trans Lifeline renewed their microgrants program. They started running that again. They had to stop for a couple years, but they started working with organizations on the local level to get them some funds. So I just wanted to show you the kinds of organizations that Trans Lifeline is working with. Not that one. Not that one. This one. Here are 5 organizations that have been highlighted by Trans Lifeline who have been provided microgrants, things like that. I believe this article is from December of 2025. Yeah. So here are some of these organizations. Colectivo Intercultural Transgrediendo, an organization in New York, in Queens, which promotes social justice, dignity, and the holistic well-being of transgender people, migrants, sex workers, and people. Community programs focused on health, education, wellness, leadership, technology, and food security, providing direct help to this community. About the Lavender Rights Project, which is an organization, a black trans feminist organization, which provides legal advocacy for black communities, black trans communities. The Trans Housing Coalition is based in Atlanta, and they help provide housing, affirmative housing, for black trans women who are unhoused in the area, with the vision to end chronic homelessness and create better quality of life for trans and gender nonconforming communities in Atlanta and the area surrounding Atlanta. The Trans Income Project is based in Louisiana, which provides what they describe as practical support for trans folk, with an emphasis on trans sex workers through direct cash, HRT coverage, support group, free meals, and more. Things that these people need, who have been impacted by poverty, by having resources taken from them. A lot of people have lost things like food stamps lately, things like that. Trans Queer Pueblo, a gender justice community and racial justice community in the Phoenix area, who engages in political organization. These are the organizations that you're helping. These are the people that you're helping with a donation to Trans Lifeline. It's an organization that understands the intersectionality at play with these sort of things, and recognizes how important it is to support on the local level, in addition to providing its crisis line on the natural level. So if you're able to, I don't have a tracker on here, unfortunately. I don't know, I don't think that the organizer distributes like a little widget to use in the stream or anything like that. But currently, the event has raised over $12,000 for Trans Lifeline. And the goal is $15,000, and I'm feeling good about reaching that goal, especially since we've got over a month left in this event. It runs to the end of August. So if you are able to, I implore you to support. You can use this command, donate, to get a direct link to the Tiltify. Oh yeah, I can pin it. Thanks. Unpin after end of stream. And then, of course, there's a little command I have as well, which talks a little bit more about the Fiesta. If you're interested in the event, you can find out more about it. Also, under the stream, you can click on the pictures to get a link to the 4-Job Fiesta, the Tiltify, I think I linked it to, and also directly to Trans Lifeline's website if you want to learn more about the organization. This is a really important organization to me. I have utilized their services in times of need, so I think it's really important to, if you can't support them directly, then please spread the word. You don't have to spread the word about my stream, but you can spread the word about the event You can show off some things that are going on. Like, every year the event kicks off with something called The Run. You can find the VODs for that and show people, like, hey, here's an example of what this looks like, and it's these 4 people that play through the game every year with a set series of jobs, things like that. So that's what's going on with Trans Lifeline and the 4-Job Fiesta 2026. So let's pull up the game. I could just click things properly. And I'm just playing on keyboard and mouse. I didn't plug in a controller or anything like that. We're doing the Pixel Remaster. Usually I prefer to play on the Game Boy Advance version. But the Pixel Remaster did make some changes to some stuff that I didn't like when I did the last Fiesta. For example, they made it so you can confuse enemies to get them to cast blue magic on you, like if it's beneficial blue magic. They fixed that. Thanks, Brett, I appreciate it. Yeah, I want to make sure that I'm properly representing the organization. I should add, I am not affiliated with 4-Job Fiesta nor Trans Lifeline. I am simply an enthusiastic individual who wants to support both endeavors. I hope this is okay, but I'm not going to be, like, reading the text or anything like that. I did that for my first playthrough, which was also a Fiesta. The purpose of this stream is for a challenge playthrough, not necessarily for, getting into the game. These are my old save files from the last Fiesta that I did. Thanks to Steam Cloud for preserving those. I'm just gonna be overwriting them. I might go back and, like, do a redemption run for this Fiesta that I didn't finish, because I know I'll just crush it. Like, Blue Mage and Chemist are 2 of the best jobs in the game. Berserker is fine, but works well with Bard, particularly against one of the super bosses, Omega. But we're starting a new game. And I'm just using the pixel font that the game provides. I'm using the original soundtrack because I prefer it to the arrangements. Starting a new game. And while this cutscene plays, I will explain the jobs that I got. I got White Mage for my first job. I actually originally got Knight, but since I already had Mystic Knight, I wanted something a little more interesting. Mystic Knight is one of the better jobs in the game. They're very powerful. Bard, again, I've had Bard in a few Fiestas, but I really like Bard, so I held on to them. And Dancer I also held on to. Bard and Dancer were the last ones in my first Fiesta. But I'm excited for White Mage, because I think it'll be kind of a tough start. But White Mage does become a very powerful class. I'm excited about that. Yeah, Bard is, like, low-key one of my favorite classes in the game. The thing about Bard is that... So Bard in this game embodies something that I really like about Final Fantasy in general. Is that it uses performance. Like, performance of music, acting, you see in a few games, but the performance of music as a metaphor for, like, taking on, like, the role that you perform in the story, the strength that you get. As a bard, I'm going to be looking for, and I know where they are, but I'm going to be looking for 8 pianos throughout the game. And the way that you get your bard song is you literally go through the game and play the 8 pianos and your character learns how to play the piano. It's just something that I think is really neat. I do have a little guide to help me out. I like to keep up. It's called Enkybot. Enkybot Prime, as a matter of fact. And it gives some general class tips. It gives, you know, like some stuff to do. It talks about version differences. It's a really nice resource. So I'll be keeping this up on my phone. By the way, I apologize in advance if any, like, chair squeaking noises come through. I'm sure they will. I probably should have double-checked what the keyboard controls are before starting to play, huh? Oh, well, in that case, Fractangle, let me get some chair noises going. I think that's I think they're coming through. All right, I'm assuming it's just like, oh my gosh, they gave me the controls. They heard me. Oh, it's Wazda. Enter to confirm. Oh my god. We're plugging in a controller. Okay, good. I don't have to restart the game to get the controller working. I was worried about that. Wrong button. Okay. Okay, we're good. Unfortunately, Bartz is the only character that you get to name. We're just gonna go with the default name. like this track. It's got the Yasunori Mitsuda bass. Almost. I think it's slightly different. Now, I'd like to see really quick if I can make the running a default. Configuration. We definitely want wait battle mode, battle speed, and battle messages. Cursor memory on. Default speed. Boost? Oh, that's for, like, the experience thingy and stuff. Okay, I don't want any of that. Oh yeah, I forget you can walk diagonally in the Pixel remasters. That's pretty sweet. There's an auto battle, but you can just, like, hold the button. Looks like they did the thing where when you walk diagonally, you walk, like, slightly slower. Because sometimes when you walk diagonally in games, it, like, doubles the velocity because you're moving at two velocities at the same time, like that kind of thing. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you're covering twice the distance, so it's like you're moving doubly fast. Let's put that leather cap on somebody. Who needs it? Oh, I have two. Hold on. I don't think I can go behind where that door opens yet. I think it opens that one. Yeah, I'm just gonna get on the ship. Oh, I can scroll through dialogue by mashing the joypad, not the joypad, the D-pad. There's lots of, like, people getting into circles and nodding at each other at the beginning of this game. Gonna make our first save really quick. Oh, I have a lot of saves. I think I'm just going to... Yeah, I think I'll just save over the first file. Yeah! I'm gonna start... It's gonna be a thing. I'm gonna get everyone to come into a circle and nod at each other. Like at the beginning of important meetings. Now, if I remember right, I know there's some stuff hidden in the walls. I think over here there's something. But at least with diagonal movement, it's easier to, like, rub up against the walls. can just do this if I want. Or maybe it won't let me do that. I don't know. Like, it doesn't exactly look like I was rubbing up against the wall. There. It's not hidden in the walls, but, I was right next to that door, too. I should have grabbed that, but it's okay. Oh, I should go in here as well. I think the daggers? Yeah, the dagger's better than... Well, Ferris has a shield, so I guess Bart's can have the shoes. Yeah, a leather cap, that would have been nice. Did I save before? I have potions. Alright, I think the staff is on the next floor. I think I'll be okay. I'm just gonna auto-battle because there's nothing else I can do. Hope Breathwing doesn't come out. Breathwing. Just as a precaution. I didn't need that precaution. Well, good thing potions are only like 10 gil. There you are. No! I just used my... Oh my gosh! Okay, at least it doesn't use the Phoenix down. I have cursor memory on. I forgot that I had cursor memory on. Okay, I'm going to remember that now, that I have cursor memory. gonna make sure it didn't actually... Okay, yeah, we're good. Yeah, I've got to restart July. Sorry, everyone. I used an extra potion. I've got to go back in time now. I mean, I could, or I could just, like, fight one extra wild knack when I get to the point where I want to, like, start grinding for money. I do not believe white mages can snap rods. So not having that power will be... I think this is the first time I've had a class without a rod snapper. For a little context, there are these, like, elemental rods that you can buy in a town coming up, where if you use them as an item in combat, it breaks the staff. It breaks the rod, but it can also, like... It also casts, like, a very powerful... Like, it casts the... It casts the Aga ones, doesn't it? Like, it casts, like, Thundaga. Or a Thunder Rod. Alright, we are now gainfully employed. We have our first jobs. As you know, in the 4-job Fiesta, we are restricted to 4 jobs that were given to us by the event tracker. So until I get the water crystal, I'm stuck as a white mage, which isn't that bad. Yeah, I've got all the forms. You can fill them out on the way out of the Wind Shrine. I've got the, like, you know, like the health insurance forms and stuff. That's just, the being a white mage thing. Oh yeah, I guess I should change to white mage right away, huh? Okay, run's invalid again. I'm sorry, everyone. I did an extra fight as freelancer on the way out of the Wind Shrine. Yeah, I gotta restart July again. Okay, now the run is legitimate. Should have put everyone in the back, huh? I think that would have been pretty smart. save here, just for old time's sake. Oh, wrong way. Alright, so I've got to go through the dam, but the dam is guarded by a key. So I need to get the key from the person who owns the dam, who happens to be a friend of, I believe, Ferris's? No, a friend of Lena's. That's right. They know her through her father, King Tycoon. The beginner's house. We just want the stuff that's in the beginner's house. I suppose I could do the monster in a box encounter. This guy's like, hey, 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 this is a present from me. And then it's a monster in a box. Oh, I just realized this is gonna throw off Ferris's experience compared to everyone else. What am I doing? See, I worry about this stuff too much. I'm sorry. Oh, doesn't even give you any experience. But now Ferris is out 8 ABP. What am I doing with my life? But I got leather shoes, so it's worth it. Ugh, fire up the month resetter again. Now, as I mentioned, I have to interact with these dancers. Yeah, Groundhog Day 2, the sequel. I don't get out of the time loop unless I beat the game with 4 berserkers. Is there anything up here? No, there's nothing up here. Let me get Ferris back in the team really quick. I think I just have to walk out of town. I forget if Ferris goes back into the bar. Oh yeah, Ferris goes back into the bar. Zoc! That's the name of the person with the key. Anything up here? I forget. Gotta be something there. Yeah. And then Zoc's Lake. Oh yeah, I totally lost the key. But hey, why don't you just spend the night? And then there's a cutscene, and then Zoc is like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I didn't actually lose the key, I lied." And Zoc gives you the key. Alright, I'm gonna get Ferris back in the party. I think Ferris will stay this time. Hey, thanks for the follow. Let me fix the overlay really quick. There we go. Thanks for the follow. Alright, now let's go back in and get a bunch of items and armor and stuff. I should probably buy spells first. I think that'd be... Yes, in this game, you must purchase many of your spells. I believe that I need to purchase the spells for Mystic Knight as well. Let me check that really quick. I'm gonna search for it on Google. My spells. If I could spell. Okay, yeah, you do have to buy the spell. Hey, Ham. Thanks for coming along. I wish I could spell as well. Spelling is overrated. Get everyone some staves? I think I have just enough to buy everyone a staff. So we're gonna give Ferris some leather shoes, because Ferris is my favorite. Lena's my second favorite, so Lena can also have some leather shoes. I apologize about my bias here. I just want to take a look and see what is purchasable. I guess I can afford one more leather cap, actually. I think that puts everyone except Galuf in an optimal position, but it's okay. I already got the piano. Gotta save here. You could not pay me $1 million to balance on one of those thingies at the front of the ship. I mean, I guess falling into the water wouldn't be too bad, but it would still be rather painful from that far up. Does auto battle make the battles run faster as well? Also, before I forget, let's put everyone in the back row. The battles are going to be slower, but I'd rather have the survivability. Check. Okay, I'm imagining it. It doesn't make the battles run faster. Maybe it does. Now I'm freaking out. Oh my gosh. Okay, Is that worth restarting? No, I've got 3 Phoenix Downs. I can do this. I haven't asked anyone how they're doing today, so how are you all doing today? I'm getting sucked into a whirlpool. Nice. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. I've been thinking about making some... A while back, I made some black bean burger. Out really good. But they were a little crumbly. They didn't hold together as well as they could have. I'm thinking of trying one of the, like, bake meats. I haven't cooked with, like, pea protein meats before. This is gonna be a disaster. Oh, yeah, I could go for some beets. I should get some canned beets and just, like, have them cold or, like, in a salad or something. I'm getting a lot of tail screws today. I think I could get away with having everyone in the front row. Whoops. I keep forgetting about the cursor memory. That gallop isn't it? It's not that much more power, and I'm taking way more damage. I might have to do this again. Hey! How's it going, May? Yeah, I might have to do this again. Yeah, honestly, I think I should have stayed in the back row. I wonder if maybe not having the staff equipped is the play here, because then there's the chance to do critical hits. But I don't think those crits will be much more than what I can do with the staff in the front. How many hit points does this thing have again? Like 600 or something, right? Okay. Oh, I think it does make the animations go faster. Okay, no Phoenix Downs for the ship is perhaps a little scary. But the next boss is going to be really easy, especially for white mages. think I probably am okay to keep everyone in the front row just because I can heal so much. Everyone's healed, so I can sleep again. Oh right, these things are undead. Hold on. There we go. Alright, I forget, does the flail have the attack from the back thing? Weapon that even mages can. Let me view the description. Can be two-handed. Okay, so it's just a strong weapon. Who gets the flail? Who has the most attack? Who has the most strength, I should say? I guess it's Bart's. A magic flail would be quite nice. Are the Kalpruthals, undead? Let me check. Yeah, they're undead. Okay, I think this is where I need to go, so I forget if there's other things around. Check really. Excuse me. Part of me... Oh, I can't go there. Part of me wants to go back and heal, but the heal point is coming up close, so I think I'll be good. I will do it here on the group, though. Excuse me. I think this is... Yeah, this is the way to go? Oh, this is just a chest. But yeah, I really want some canned beets now. Yeah, once I finish this Fiesta, I can reward myself with a can of beets worth approximately 60 cents. Yeah. And now I'm healed, yeah. I believe I can go back to those beds. Now, if I really wanted to, I could come back and, like, farm some items or something. I don't think that'll be necessary. I can always come back to the ship graveyard. Oh yeah, elixirs. That's what I could farm. That might actually be worth farming. The game keeps spawning the map at a bunch of different places, and you can, like, avoid picking it up. But there's no reason not to pick it up. Is the Mind Flusher undead? It is. Okay. Probably should have done a group heal before getting into this fight. But it's okay. This is the thing that I like about the FF5 party. So, in this game, like, there's, like, some story stuff going on, right? Like, Lena's trying to find her dad. You know, Ferris is, also becomes interested in that search. But, like, the reason that they want to, like, do the quest to, like... just because it seems like the right thing to do, and I guess there is an element of, like, Art's feeling like there is, like, an element of destiny to it. I forgot that this character has silence. I forgot how to break silence. I can't use... Yes, okay, she's undead now. Now I just start casting healing spells on her. Yeah, it's like the one time in fiction that amnesia has helped somebody, which I always thought was funny. But, like, Galuf doesn't want to, like... He's not like, oh, we're destined to save the world. He's like, these are my friends. I think that's something that was... Galuf is pretty cool. Oh, don't cure, don't cure. Alright. Much easier fight than Carlos. I am dreading Magissa and Forza, however. Yeah, see, if I need to farm elixirs, I can always come back. I actually think I'm gonna put the people with the staffs in the back row, just to help out a little bit, and then Bart's can be in the front row. We're gonna go to this next town before heading up to the mountain. Alright, let's buy spells first, of course. All important. Sleep, a very important Black Mage spell for the Spellblade. Protect, also going to be very important. Second piano. Sorry, I forgot where the exit was there for a second. I'm gonna grab more items after I get, like, more equipment and stuff. I also have to go around and grab the items that are down. If white mages can snap rods, I'll probably just use the frost rod against Magician for some. Then again, I should probably hold on to it for... Maybe I get a flame rod for... Can I buy flails now? No, I can't. Hey, how's it going? Good to see ya, Face. How are you doing? Well, the cotton robes are an improvement. Healing an ulnar nerve. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I hope that your healing is as good as it can be. Oh, I do have everyone in the back row. Well, let me get Bart in the front. I will remember that. Thanks for the advice. I guess I'll hold on to the leather armors for now. Oh yeah, I should go to the inn, huh? That'd be a smart idea. Yeah, this is just the Pixel remaster. I don't think I have any mods on it. If you're talking about the text, they added that to the game recently, the new font. Oh, the music! Yeah, they added the ability to switch to the original music, which is what I'm doing, because I prefer the original arrangements. Like, the soundtracks... The arranged soundtrack's not bad, but, like... I'm partial to the electronic music. Oh, the Fiesta. No, I'm not doing it through a ROM hack or anything. I'm just upholding the rules myself. It's not a, I believe I'm sure there are ROM hacks and stuff for it that help with it. But the 4-job Fiesta itself is just the name of the event, and the loose rule set that people play on. As a reminder, 4-job Fiesta 2026 supports Trans Lifeline, which provides resources to the transgender community in the US and Canada. They provide a crisis hotline, they provide micro-grants for local organizations. I implore you to consider donating if you are able. If not, please spread the word about the event, because it's very important. I could go to the ship graveyard and grind a little bit, but that's something that I'd rather do off-stream, any grinding that I need to do. I at least know, because I just pulled all my jobs at once instead of waiting for the crystals. I know I don't need to farm for, like, turtle shells or anything like that, which is a relief. But I'm still probably going to be doing things like farming for money a little bit, farming for elixirs. I think those will all be helpful. I might just start running from encounters as a point of practice. Yeah, and I can get into the farming. Hey, Shaded Knight, how are you doing? It's really good seeing you around. This is going well enough so far. I've got 4 white mages for now, but I'll be getting the Mystic Knight soon. Outstanding, outstanding. Yeah, maybe I should just run away from random encounters. Probably should have bought some extra tents and stuff while I'm at it, but I think I'll be good for now. Yeah, the ABP is the main thing. How are we doing on job levels? 10 out of 30. I'm 10, 9. Yeah, if I really have problems, I'll just, like, go back off-stream and grind elixirs and stuff. But I think for now I'm good just running from encounters. The game seems a lot more generous about escape attempts in the Pixel Remaster. Of course, as soon as I say anything. What's the most magic? Single Gaelic hat, I can fight this. Besides, it might give me float, which would actually be useful. The triple Gaelic hat, however, I'm gonna run from. I have to dodge the flowers because they'll poison me. Alright, here's Magissa. I'm actually going to check my guide really quick to see if they have any particular tips just for white mages for this fight, because this fight is quite something. Possible to sandbag your way through Magissa's 200 MP before she summons Forza. Or just silence her. Okay, I can just silence her. Okay. And I can cast Protect on everybody. I'm gonna start talking like a Final Fantasy character. I'm sorry, everyone. Alright, first things first, let's get Protect up on everyone. Well, let's cure Lena's poison as well. Second order of business. Oh, Lena's dead. Okay. I probably should have silenced Magissa first. I'll just have to keep that up. Get protects back on mana. Unfortunately, there's no way to, like, determine whether silence is still on. Okay, so I have to. Okay, so I have to do it about once every four times somebody gets to act, or 6 or 7 times. Oh, I guess Arrow is just castable without silence, I guess. That's okay. Okay, now I have to get Magissa out of the way first. Still. Can I silence Forza? Does that do anything? Guess they're both silenced, I don't know. Okay, now just to get Forza. Almost cast a group silence on the party, that would have been exciting. Forza has 850 hit points. So we'll be here for a little bit, but we've got heals. We're pretty secure. Okay, I need heal bar. Yeah. I haven't read or seen Steel Ball Run yet. How is it? I seem to remember other friends liking it. I thought I would have to cast Protect again, but here we are. Alright. And now a whip. I believe white mages can equip the whip, and the whip will let me attack from the back. Back row. Speed check. Oh no! Mages can't equip the whip. Oh well. Gonna make a quick stop over at the town over here. Arwen. Yeah, that sounds about my experience, May. I just kind of smile and nod, you know? I forget if there are any new spells. Yeah! Just, like, make up player names and try to sell them as, like, legends of the sport. I guess I should get some Phoenix Downs or something. I'm gonna wait for now, because I'm not doing the water. I want to go back to the castle first. We're heading to this castle. I want to go to the other castle. I also want to go to the pirate lair as well. If I could remember where that is. Here it is. Also, in retrospect, I didn't have to go to the inn. I could have just gone to the healing spring here, but that's alright. Eight potions, hell yeah. And then I think I get something if I check on Boko. Couldn't remember if I got anything from that last pirate. I like to come back to Castle Tycoon as soon as possible. Because you can get a lot of stuff. I thought maybe there was something in that barrel. Okay, now she's pulling the I have responsibility to the world. Been chosen by the crystals. To be fair, if I were in her spot, I'd do the same thing. Yeah, Bobson Dugnut's the only one that I know from memory. I think that's everything that... Part... Yeah, Bobson Dugnut's one of the names. I don't know much about the randomizer of this game, Career Day, but I know that this is the place to go as soon as you start. You go to World 1, you go to Castle Tycoon. And you just get all the stuff. Definitely want to give someone the healing staff. What's the highest magic? No. The healing staff, when I attack with it, heals. And it's a pretty potent heal, so it'll be better than using Cure for now. And the other crap, I think I can just sell. I don't think the... I think the Ashura is a samurai. Yeah, I don't think it has Spellblade. I think can be enchanted means that it has a Spellblade. Yeah, so if I really wanted to, I could sell the Ashura and the Diamond Bell for them. I don't think I've been in that little alcove yet. Let me check that little one. Or maybe... No, I think that's where the bed was. Yeah, I'm silly. Hey, welcome home, Butterfly. It was the second day of the convention for you, right? How was it? Yeah, I can understand that. That's how I usually feel at the end of a convention. Even when I'm having a good time, you know. Right, well, I don't need Time Magic or... Let me check all the Spellblade spells, because I might need to buy the Time Magic for Spellblade. Let me see. Okay, no, it looks like it's all white and black magic. Fire, Blizzard, Thunder, Poison, Silence. Oh! I'm glad that the trivia went well for you. The stream's going pretty well. I've got 4 white mages right now, so the bosses are taking a little bit, but after I beat this next dungeon, I'll get access to probably my best job in the spread, which is Mystic Knight. Right now I'm just researching Spellblade spells. Yeah, it doesn't look like there are any, there's any time magic. Yeah, I think it says white and black magic. So I don't need haste or anything like that. Prevent darkness. I think that's probably pretty important for my attacker, at least until I get Mystic Knight's. Oh my gosh, Galuf hasn't had leather shoes this whole time. I think we're good there. And yeah, you can cut through here, and then there's a Garula. Which is like a hint that something has gone horribly wrong with the manipulation of the water, with the exploitation of the water crystal. Because the Garula has gets like mad and becomes a boss. Can I buy Kenpogies? Oh, of course I can. But it might be worth it if there is an item shop in. I'm sure there is. I don't think there is. Unless it's, like, in the inn. It's in the inn. Plenty of potions, plenty of antidotes. I'll get some eye drops. Okay on 10s. Okay on Phoenix Down. So, I forget if you can do the quick save thing in this game, where you, like, can quick save to dodge the jackanapes that are, underground. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna hard save first. Because having an elven mantle right now would be quite nice. For some reason, I thought there was something under the bridge. Yes, Trans Lifeline is a very important organization. Just as a reminder, Forge Job Fiesta 2026 supports Trans Lifeline, an organization that provides a crisis hotline, as well as micro grants for local organizations for the trans community in North America, in Canada specifically. If you are able to support them, I implore that you consider doing so. If not, please spread the word about the I forget what freeing Lone Wolf does. I think it changes some stuff. Like a drop later in the game. Let me check really quick. I know I'm pulling up guides and stuff, but... hey, you know. If he is freed, he will steal some treasures from chests in dungeons elsewhere in the world, leaving a note behind, and the party cannot get the loot. No, Lone Wolf doesn't do anything of importance. It looks like Lone Wolf steals some cottages and the Blitz Whip, which I can't use anyway. But I'm not gonna... there's no advantage to freeing Lone Wolf. What about the other... what about this other person? Now I'm curious. Hold on, I gotta find out what's going on here. Uh... Oh, okay. You can free this guy. But then he does that. He knocks himself out by running into the wall. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Quick save. I think that this is, like, fundamentally different from quick saving in the GBA version, so I don't think this is gonna help much. But we're gonna try. And that's why I didn't want to do that yet. But hey, it's okay. Let's get out of here and we'll use the hotel. The hotel, the inn. Yeah, I'd really like to have the Elven Mantle by now, but it's not realistically going to be for a thing for a bit. I will swing by before the end of World 1. And get the Elven Mantle. I gotta start saying holy moly more. My favorite phrase. Oh yeah, I want to check that door first. And I could go fight Shiva, but like I said, I have no reason to. I don't have a summoner. Forget, is there anything to do with the meteorite right now, or do I just go straight to the water? I think I just go straight to the water. Let me make sure I haven't missed any pianos or anything. Sorry, I'm just referring to my materials. Okay, so this boss that's coming up is going to be incredibly boring with white mages. I do want to have everyone in the back row. I think I want the silver armlet over the silver defense. I think more defense will help me over having it. Like, Garula can't cast darkness or anything like that. I guess I'll give Lena the silver specs. I keep forgetting the way to get that chest on the left. Down in the save room. I'm gonna figure out... Maybe it's at the very top. Let me investigate. You know what? I bet there's vines, because I remember there's a hole in there. Yeah, I gotta do the vines. I always forget about that one. Not this time. Oh, I can just see what's available for Spellblade. Okay, awesome. Silk Robe, definitely need that. And I'm gonna be giving that to Bartz so that Bartz can tank attacks to the best of their ability. Right, it has been done for the moment. I also like that this one's, like, actually a tower. Alright, I've got everyone in the back row. I've got the flail on Bartz. I've got the healing staff on Lena. This is gonna be one hell of a fight, everyone. How many hit points does this thing have? 1,200. We're gonna be here a while. Sorry, I'm choking on my own. Sorry for being relatively quiet during this fight. For some reason, it takes a lot of my energy and concentration to navigate menus. Alright. Thanks, y'all. Very tedious fight, but it's out of the way. Not as difficult as I was expecting, but quite tedious. Yeah, that last crystal is in a place where I can't walk up to get it anyway. That is the Mime Crystal. You can't get it until the third, what are typically referred to as worlds in the game. Yeah, see, I can't get up there. I could go for some Cheetos, or like any kind of cheese puff, like the store brand cheese puff. I'm gonna have to check for them. Next time I'm at the store. Oh, I didn't know there were spicy limon ones. I'm gonna have to get those. I do really like hot Cheetos. Just something that I had a lot when I was a kid. I think I can go to the other meteor now, but I'm gonna hold off for back to walls. Heal up and stuff. More importantly, I need to get my Mystic Knights online. I believe my characters with the most strength right now are also... Before I forget, let me switch over to Ferris as my player character here. She's my favorite. Yeah, I remember those Carolina Reaper cheese puffs. I remember liking them quite a bit. Is the silver armlet not optimal for me? Does somebody else have the silver armlet? Hold on. What happened to the silver armlet? Okay. I guess... I can't equip the silver armlet for some reason. Broadsword can be enchanted. I don't know with what. I am going to want to farm a little bit for some ability points, but I'll have the opportunity to do that at when I'm at the next town, Karnak. I should probably check if I auto-healed after. I did not. Did I save? Is there a boss here? I don't think there's a boss. No, there isn't. It's just this cutscene where they all warp. Also, I should probably bring my Mystic Knights up in the front row, huh? I think that'd be pretty wise. So now when I enchant my weapons with the Spellblade, what it's gonna do is, every time I attack, it's gonna cast that spell, which is pretty sick. Oh, I guess it just enchants it and does the spell at the same time. I haven't gotten to use Mystic Knight in this game yet from the Fiestas, so... we're in uncharted territory here. No, I think I just attacked a character. Okay, we're good, we're good. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting it's Fire's the good. Fire's the good one against these wild Nax, at least. How much damage does Spellblade do in the back? Okay, yeah, it's still half, okay. Alright, let's get our Mystic Knights in the front row for real this time. I am gonna save right here. I always thought Karnak was really funny. Their castle's, like, literally on fire everywhere, and they're like, oh, it's all good. There's not something horrible going on with our exploitation of the fire crystal. So you get one item for really cheap. The mithril hammer would be useful if I could equip it with anyone. I can get a flail, but I can get a flail. They're not the most expensive. Oh, fuck! Okay, I actually have to reset here, I'm sorry. I want to get that cheap item. I did just save, right? Can I... Okay, yeah, we're good. I'm gonna check if there's anything worth grabbing on the armor side. Mithril shields will be very good. I think one of my people has a shield already. Mithril armor is going to be good. Okay, yeah, it's going to be the mithril sword that's the most efficient thing to get. I have to go through this again really quick. I think there's also a piano here. I can grab the piano while I'm at it. Oh yeah, I think there's something in one of those. There it is. And some of these pianos are permanently missable, so you want to make sure you get all 8. Yeah, it only lets me buy one. If only Sid's eyes were, like, floating in the air like all the Final Fantasy main characters. If only Sid had the camera. Like the player characters. I will get the chance to get all these chests down the line. But I just have to leave for now. I just came out of here. Oh, it is this way. I'm silly, I'm silly. Wait, can I grab that one yet? No, I can't. So this werewolf, I think this is the werewolf you were thinking about, Ham. This is a different werewolf. This werewolf is from Galif's world. And they're here to try to protect the crystal, like the soldier that recognized Galif in the water shrine. How am I doing on money? Purchasing ability. I am gonna get one sword. I'm doing passably. I do want to get a second flail. Think? Maybe? I'm not sure. I do kind of want one of my white mages to have the healing staff. Mages. Art. Stealth robe for the other one. I think of the silver plate, because it doesn't increase my weight as much. Not that I know very well how much weight affects things. It's a very inscrutable mechanic. I am gonna have to farm a little bit to get what I want. I think I'm going to stop there for now. I will be playing more of this, not during the weekdays. And this coming weekend's gonna be pretty busy for us. But I'll see if I can fit a stream in. I'd like to do Saturdays, but maybe next week will be Sunday. I'm happy with the progress I'm making so far. I'll be playing off-stream some. I'll be farming gold, and ability points and elixirs and stuff. But I'll be doing that off of the stream. I'm gonna exit the game really quick. I think it's in configuration? Quick. Yeah, so that's all I got for today. I'm really not sure that I'm going to be doing any streaming after I finish my Fiesta run this year, but we'll see. I guess I should see if there's someone I can raid. Not seeing anybody in particular who looks like they're not like finishing or anything like that. Alright, that's all I got. I'll be back next week. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. There'll be more Fiesta next week. And once again, as a reminder, Core Job Fiesta this year supports Trans Lifeline, providing a crisis hotline and community resources to the trans community within the United States and Canada. Yes, thanks for coming onto the stream, Butterfly. Have a good rest of your day. And have a good rest of your day, everyone. I'll talk to you all later.